You hear that? It's like the pulse of the street, a hole in the chest.
What up, my people? What is going on? I want to give a huge shout out to everybody watching right now. I know this is actually very early for y'all. Oh my God, Radical, how come you on live this early? Man, I want to give y'all a little something. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna do it tonight, but I was like, whatever. A huge shout out to everybody watching. A huge shout. Sorry, that was a mistake. What? Okay. Anyway, a huge shout out to everybody watching. A huge shout out to everybody listening. I want to give a shout out to Just Being Jazzy, Big T, Casual Entertainment, Jose, Doctor. I haven't seen you here in a minute. Doctor Denise, Hispaniola History Channel, Born Lord. I want to give a huge shout out to everybody in the chat. Raka was getting old, so he had to do things early now. That's funny. Now, huge shout out to everybody, especially Big T. Shout out to Big T, yo. I was just talking to him on Instagram just a couple of seconds ago. Shout out to all of y'all. I'm gonna bring. First of all, I'm gonna send a link out to someone. They know who they is. But just be in the background. I'm about to send it to this person in a minute. Shout out to Ramon. You know, hey, what's going on? Shout out to everybody. Jose, yeah. Maybe Radical needs his nap. No, I took my afternoon nap. No, but big shout out to everybody. A huge shout out to everybody. Now, why am I? Let's get into the business, and then I'm gonna send the link out to someone so we could just discuss, and then I'll send it out to everybody if they want to come in. But let's get into this whole thing, right? Now, why am I saying that the mixed community is more accepting to the Latino unity? Why am I saying that? First of all, let me just say, since my inception on this podcast, since my inception on YouTube, since my inception in talking about political issues, racism, and white supremacy, I've been advocating for Black and brown unity. Advocating for Black and brown unity. I'm still advocating for Black and brown unity. I'm still advocating for that. Thing is, everybody's not going to be on the same accord. Everybody's not going to be on the same page, and that's totally fine. That's 1,000% okay. You have Latinos, I don't want to unite with Black folks because for whatever reason their titi got beat up by some Black dude or some shit like that, right? And then now they blame all Black folks. Black people don't want to unite with Latinos because a female Latina dissed them in middle school or some bullshit, right? And now they all blame all Latinas as racist. But this is where it gets different. This is where it goes different. This is where the differences between Latinos and Black folks come in, right? This is where the differences come in. Latinos say they don't want to unite due to some personal issue that they personally have. They never talk about historical bullshit. They never talk about, well, in 1773, when we united, we got backstabbed by the Black people. Nobody talks about that. No one talks about that. It's just a few ignorant people in the Black community who speaks, well, we don't want to unite because in 1897, we did unite, and then a bunch of Latin kings came in and started bitch slapping people with tortillas. And they start using the historical reference as a whole, as the whole community. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to unite because Black people have no friend. Shit that has nothing to do with Latinos. Shit that has nothing to do with Latinos. And I'm going to give you guys some homework assignment. Tell me what Latino organization, leader, or whatever killed a prominent Black revolutionary. I'll wait. No Latino killed MLK. No Latino killed Malcolm X. No Latino killed Fred Hampton, so on and so forth. No Latino killed them brothers up in Chicago that was actually real revolutionaries. I forgot I forgot his name. The dude with the dreads. I forgot his name. My bad. Forgot his name. But y'all know who I'm talking about. No Latino has done that. But for some reason, whenever we're talking about uniting, the Latinos that do want to unite say, yo, let's cut the bullshit and let's unite. You know, let's get into this unity. But the ignorant black people talk about some historical bullshit that never even happened. Well, when we do unite, we get sabotaged. Okay, tell me the Latino that sabotaged y'all. But never say that their own people sabotage themselves. They never say that. They never say when we get together with our own, outside interferences come and our own people fuck us over. You don't hear that. You never hear that. What you do hear is black people got no friends. Okay, then name me the Latino that fucked y'all over. Name me the Latino that came into the Black Panther Party, gave the blueprints to the FBI, and fucked everybody over. That's when you start hearing exactly. The funny thing is, Fred Hampton had it correct. The Rainbow Coalition. Fred Hampton had it 1,000% correct. He united with the Young Lords, united with the racist whites, because they had one thing in common: white supremacy. White supremacy messes up black and Latinos, and also very, very poor white people. Believe it or fucking not. Fred Hampton had it correct. Fred Hampton had it correct. You know what I'm saying? Fred Hampton had it correct. But this is the difference between some of the ignorant black folks that come in with that historical and moral, righteous. I see the stars, pyramids. I could, astral projecting. I can even tell you what the hieroglyphics say. But yet, black people got no friends. Yo, y'all got allies right here. Y'all got allies of 18% right here. Don't worry about the less than 1% that don't want to unite on some dumb shit. Don't worry about that. But let's worry about the 18% that do. We 18% strong. Y'all 12%. Let's keep it real. Numbers make a difference, right? Numbers make a difference. Let's talk about the 18% that do want to unite. Nah, but black people got no friends. Okay, black people got no friends. All right. Point to me. Come on now. It doesn't make any sense. And for the people, and for the ones who are ignorant, that want to say, well, how come in your organizations they always talk about Latino bullshit but never bring up black stuff? Talk to them about it. I got nothing to do with that or those organizations. I haven't started one. Talk to them about it. How come our organizations always include Latinos, but in y'all organization, talk to them about it. Got nothing to do with me. They didn't discuss the shit with me. I didn't vote them motherfuckers in. Don't bring up nothing that I got no control over. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me nothing that I got no control over. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it 1,000. But this is the difference between those super pro ignorant black folks and the mixed community. The mixed community is a caveat of the black community and the caveat of a small percentage of the white community, right? The mixed community comes in with open arms. Believe it or not. They come in, majority of them come in with open arms. Majority of them actually understand what unity means. Majority of them actually don't come in with a sense of unity, but hey, this unity expires in 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I want to unite, but you have to do something for me first on some dumb shit. know what I'm saying? I want to unite, but in 1833, what? You know what I'm saying? They don't come with that shit. They do not come with that baggage. They don't come with that ignorant talk. Because the way I see it is unity, real unity, never, ever, ever comes in with requirements. Never comes in with, well, you have to do this and then this and then this and then this and then maybe, no. The mixed community don't do that. The mixed community actually comes in and goes like, hey, yo, let's actually get together and unite and do this thing the right way. That's what the mixed community says. And that's what the mixed community does. Even half Black and Latino people understand what I'm talking about. Even have Black and Latinos be like, hey, yo, how come I'm getting I'm getting BS from both sides? In some of the Black spaces, I can't speak Spanish because now I'm not Black. And in the Latin spaces, I can't speak the way I want to speak because now I sound Black. You know what I'm saying? It happens both ways. But when people start understanding how America has a racial hierarchy and all that other stuff, that's when they'll be like, oh, okay, I see your point. It is good to unite, and then that's where education starts. You know what I'm saying? That's where education starts. But let's cut the BS. The mixed community in the Black sector is more accepting than just Black folks themselves. It always comes with some caveats of what you bringing to the table, type of stuff. When that doesn't even have to be part of the prerequisite for unity whatsoever. Real unity doesn't have caveats. Real unity doesn't have, hey, what are you doing for me lately type of stuff. Believe it or not, real unity doesn't have that. So how come we're being told, well, you gotta come correct if you want to? We don't need you, and you don't need us. I'm gonna say that one more time. We don't need you, and you don't need us. So this whole, this whole unity thing is not supposed to be for begging. This whole unity thing isn't supposed to be for begging on no side. I don't want to see Black folks talking about, well, I like y'all women, so let me just try to unite. No. That's begging, no. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear Latinos either talk about, yo, I listen to rap, so, let's unite. Come on, accept me, please. No, come on. That's crazy. Ariel talk about radical. Can you link to the petition? I got y'all right now. I got y'all with the petition right now. And I'm gonna at the end of this broadcast, I'm going to give you guys, there's some good news on the petition. There's some good news. We just need maybe we need 2 or 3 more signatures more to hit 150. Right now it's at 148. We literally need 2 more signatures to hit 150. And I could take it to my local district, and then from there Congress, so on and so forth. But we got literally up to the 22 because I started the petition. I started the petition June 22. That's when I started it. I started June 22. And it's about to be July 22 in a few. And within less than a month, or within a month, we should be having 150. That's all we need. It's 100. The requirements for any petition to be effective is 150 within 30 days, meaning a month. So far we got 148. We need 2 more within 2 or 3 days. So we could do this. We can do it. We can do it. Big T said I saw last night. Shout out to Big T. Unite on basic principles of life. Yo, shout out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, unite on basic. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Not, shouldn't have no caveat to all. But anyway, I got the put. Yeah, I'm not gonna put that name. I got the niece up in here. Yo, I hate her name. I'm not even gonna show it. I got the niece up in here. I'm gonna pause it real quick. Pause the music. Denise, what's going on? What do you think about what I said and what I'm talking about? Give me
What's going on?
your
Can you
point of
hear
view.
me okay?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Well, first of all, I agree. I agree. I think like I don't know if you well you did saw my comment like on the last stream when we were like having that back and forth that conversation. It gave me and a lot of people like a lot of insight into why things turn out to be the way they have in this past year that we've been talking about the black side of this coalition we're trying to do, starting from this corner of the internet, right? But I want to say that I realized that this is the only thing that I disagree with. It's not. I used to think like that when we were addressing the slow taps that it was because some black dude stole their girl, so that's why they hated um, the whole concept of union with black people. If you hear my baby, he just woke up. So anyway, so I think that the problem that we're having with black folks now is that we need to it's always going to be linked to accountability. That's what slow taps and the tarot queeners have in common. They are not willing to hold their criminal class accountable, and that is one of the things that is needed the most in order for us to unite, because how are we going to ask white folks to see us as a group that's trying to move forward when we're not willing to shed dead skin? Give me 1 second.
Got the baby and all that. You know what I
I
mean?
know he wants to insert his opinion too. So like so like why are we how are we gonna come at the elites or the ruling class of our country if we're not willing to say, hey, we know what's wrong with us, and it's these people that don't represent us, and you and us are in agreement that they should be handled however you see fit, because they're also damaging us. And I think that's why it was so shocking for me to see that some of the people that were for unity start flipping, because they're not willing to do that. And I'm sorry that I have to be very specific, but like I don't know if you remember how the slow tips. I brought up a clip on one of my streams, like I think last year, when the slow tips were fighting because I was supposedly anti-Latino, you were anti-Latino, because we were both talking about Latinos and the crimes that we commit, and how we can be anti-black and we can be racist and all the negative stuff that we can do like as a community, and those people needed to be thrown out, and we did not hesitate when it came to that point. And I think majority of Latinos, we have that sentiment when it comes to our criminal class. That's why we don't protest when anybody gets killed by cops. We're always gonna find, like, did he broke the law, did she broke the law, did she did something criminal, did she or he behave the way she was supposed to, did she or he represented us as we wanted to be represented. And I think that, I hate to say it, but there's a lot of black folks that I've seen, and I think that I have more clarity as to what's the problem with their side. It's like they go to like great lengths to separate the Shaniquas from the Keishas, and the black men from the Tyrone from the Pookies and Ray Rays. But then when you point it out and you happen to not be African American, they're gonna go to lengths to protect their criminal class. And that's what separates us. It's nothing more. That's what really separates black and Latino people. If you bring out the 20% that's productive in the black community, that's living up to a high standard, they're not going to have any problems. But they want that standard to be put upon the 80% that's fucking up. And that's never going to happen because we can all see it.
Okay, I want to just go. Now let me ask you, why do you think the mixed community?
Come again? I can barely hear you, Rad.
Can you hear me?
I can barely hear you.
Yeah.
And now I can hear you.
Okay. Uh, well, what I'm saying is, what is in your opinion, why is the mixed community more accepting to the unity of Latinos?
Because the mixed community comes from a specific demographic in which it's not just one black person. It is a black person that tend to marry into a different group. So if
Yeah,
that other person, that other aspect of that mixed person is not tainted by the history of this country. Sometimes they can be mixed with Asian or mixed with white, and not necessarily or particularly an American white. Or if they are mixed with white people, then they have a different sentiment
yeah. Wait,
towards.
hold on, wait, real quick. Hazel and Ant, I'm gonna put the link up. I want both of you guys to come up. I got something special for Hazel, by the way. But Hazel and Ant, please come up if you guys can. The link is right there. But continue, Denise.
Yeah, I don't think and so when we bring up the things that we need to unite in order to eradicate, like they don't struggle with that ghetto loyalty, that hood loyalty that other like black folks struggle with, you know. Because and I get it, their history in this country has been no other than violence and brutality, but they struggle a lot with like dissecting the cancer in their group. Mixed people don't. Latinos have proven that we don't. Well, with the exception of slow taps, that they actually want to act that way. Uh, they want to act as if we're great and Cristo Rey will save us all, and all of the parts of Latinidad are beautiful when it's not true. Uh, and they want to sweep everything under the rug. So they're very similar if you look at those. Um, I think they should unite while we unite. But one way or the other, I think that's why mixed people don't have that struggle. They're willing to cut off what needs to be cut off, and they don't identify with those people. They're very, and I think also like the fact that they struggle so much with their identity helps them, you know, I don't want to say divide because that's not the right word, but more like make the distinction amongst who they are versus the low tier, low vibrational type of people. So they don't struggle with that.
Yeah. I and truth be told, some I seen some mixed people who struggle with their identity. Others are they pretty much know who they are. You know what I mean? Hazel says, "I'm trying to get on. Give me a few minutes. Not a problem." Yo, Ant, what's going on, bro?
Yo, what's good, man?
Yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? Yo,
What's up, Denise?
by the way,
Hey, Aunt.
our petition got 148 signed. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, I
So,
saw that on Instagram. I was like, oh
We're
damn.
almost there.
yeah, we're almost there. Only two or three more days, and I'm gonna email these people. I'm gonna email them to my local Congress, and then see what happens. Let's see what happens.
I'm
You
gonna try
heard?
to share it. I'll try to share it again too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Let's see what happens. So, Ant, tell me why your people so accepting, son? No, like,
well,
tell me
I
why the
mean,
mixed community so accepting to Latinos?
well, I was talking about this earlier today, like an hour ago, how the mixed people of today are not the same as the mixed people of 70 years ago, where they kind of were, they couldn't really claim their mixed, I mean, their white side or their other side, like with really kind of like a lot of pride, because it kind of got shunned, right, by other, by black people or by white people. And today is different. You hear like people, sorry if it's kind of loud, but I'm walking, so
No,
but
no, it's
you
all
hear
good. It's all good.
people in the black community say this all the time about Latin America and how the differences the Spaniards, they say the Spaniards and the Portuguese claim their kids, right? And I'm like, well, today white people are claiming their children, and a lot of grandparents are also claiming their mixed grandchildren. So we have a sense of like, just like Latinos, where it's like they like their mix, they like all parts of them, right? Like I went to Puerto Rico, and Denise knows this. They have a statue in Old San Juan or near Old San Juan where it has like a European Spaniard, a Taino, and an African person. It's like a statue of, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep, it's a representation of our roots.
Yeah, exactly. And they're very proud. Like, like every once in a while, you might find one Puerto Rican that might say something racist, but for the most part, 90% from what I've seen in my life, they're proud of of all of them, and that's kind of like how we are too. But a lot of people, you know, so we have that in common. Besides, like we look similar. You know what I'm saying? So we look similar, and plus, we're proud of all of us the same way that Latinos are proud of all of them.
Yeah. Yo, Hazel, what's going on?
Hey, what's up?
Yo, what up? What up? Yo, real quick before
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this publicly because this is a warning shot. Pop, 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 warning shot.
Okay.
You know Maria, Kim's little girlfriend.
Yeah.
I got her picture, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I gotta see that.
Yo, no lie. I got Shorty's Instagram. I got Shorty's like TikTok.
Radical, you're a bochinchero.
I am a
Uh-oh.
bochinchero. I don't give a fuck. Nah, Maria was coming at Hazel kind of crazy. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just listen. I'm just saying. Shorty look busted. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Shorty look busted. Like
You know what?
imagine. You know the barbecue Karen. How she
Betty
look?
La Fea. Betty La
Imagine
Fea
a
calling
barbecue.
somebody else
Yeah,
ugly.
yeah. Imagine a barbecue
Except that enough.
Karen.
I know who
Barbecue
that is.
Karen with long hair, and guess what? Guess
What?
what? She talks a lot about black folks. She got a black nose. That's all I gotta say. That bitch can smell what's outside. Like,
Oh boy.
yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah.
You know
So
something? You
well,
know, you know
That's all I'm
something?
saying.
When what I've noticed is that when people attack you based on your looks, your features, it's not really about whatever they disagree with. It's you because you have something that they like that they cannot achieve and they're not confident in. Anything she has said or anyone else has said about me is not really an attack on me personally. It's they're not happy with themselves.
Yeah,
So to beat on me or to beat on Denise or Anthony or you, to beat on all any of you is to make themselves feel better. There is something going on in her life. And that other dude, his life too, that they
yeah.
have to go out and attack people that I don't know them. I have never had a conversation with either of them, but they both come after me.
Hey, yo, listen. All I gotta say is she was making fun of me being a little fat little motherfucker, right? Listen, I'm a fat nigga. I could care less about that. But Shorty, you shouldn't be talking because
Shout out to them
why is this?
cupcakes.
all I
Let
gotta
me.
say, listen, but
And Denise,
me
one
and
of
her stomach look related. That's all I gotta say.
And
Yeah,
listen,
that's
in one
all
of
I gotta
Denise's
say.
videos,
That's all I gotta say.
she was telling me to lose weight, that I need to lose weight, and that I'm fat,
Yo,
and this
she
and
should be
that.
taking her own advice. That's
But
all I
that's what
gotta
I
say.
told her. That's what I told her. I said, okay, I'll lose weight when you lose weight first, because it seems like this is a you issue more than a me issue.
I'm I'm telling
I think some people don't understand that we have mirrors. We can tell we're fat.
Yeah.
That's not like a like that's not something that make us feel bad.
You know,
Like
and then
we
you're
post our
you're
pictures
telling
out
people
here, like
who are married
come
they're
on.
fat. You're talking to married people and they're fat. Married
yeah.
fat people. What's
I
the
mean,
problem?
married people tend to
Oh,
get fat
wait,
more.
wait. Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot. So she's been divorced twice.
Ooh.
She's been
What?
God damn.
Oh no, I
Oh
know.
shit.
Oh, I know all the tea. I know all the tea.
Radical,
My
you're a
dude, my dude Radical's an
bochinchero.
agent.
No,
He's an
Yeah.
It's,
agent.
no. People
Radical,
listen.
my
Check this out. Check this out. I don't know why, but usually it takes a few either months or years. A troll will be a troll, and then they will get got. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, this person, I was like, I'm looking. I see some of Shorty's photos, and I'm like, yo, you're nothing to brag about. I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
all this confidence, that shit is coming because you're not showing yourself, ma'am.
I
Like,
She
know.
radical. You don't understand. She's faking it till she makes it.
Right.
yeah, that's true. That is
I
true.
how someone else perceives you is their business, as long as the people that are important to you, the person that loves you, the person that you're sharing your life with, views you as someone who's amazing, and that he or she cannot live their life
Yeah.
without you. That's what's important. How that life partner feels
So
about you.
check this out. I think she said that you look like what she said. She insulted you.
Right.
She said something. What? I
I
forgot
look
what.
deformed. I look
Okay.
deformed.
Oh, you look deformed. Well, Shorty
Yeah.
looked like she got Down syndrome. I'm telling you.
Oh my
God.
god!
Yo,
I don't
Yeah.
partake
no, I'm
in.
dead
Come
serious. No,
on.
I'm for real.
Oh
No,
my
no, 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 no. I'm dead serious. This Maria girl, she looked like she got Down syndrome. You know how them Down syndrome people got them like those long ass like chins and shit.
Yeah.
god!
Shorty looked like
You
she got Down. I swear to God, she looked like she got Down syndrome, and I'm
Poor
like,
thing.
now I
wow.
Poor
know.
Yo,
thing.
did you just
That's
find it? Did you just find it looking, or did somebody just
No,
say,
no,
"Yo,
no, no.
bang"?
no, she
No,
probably
no,
was
no.
bothering him. She probably was harassing him.
Somebody send it to me. They be like, hey, by the way, this is Kim's, girlfriend, and I'm not gonna get into it, but I was like, you got more info, and then from they just sent me a whole fucking list. I'm like, goddamn. So I'm not gonna listen. All I'm saying is I'm holding this shit in the chamber until she talks shit, and then if she
Yeah.
talks shit one more time, I'm blasting that shit out. You
Yeah.
know what
Oh
I'm
my
saying?
god, Rad!
Oh,
Don't
oh,
do that.
I'm blasting that shit out. All I have to say is, Shorty likes to criticize about who's really Latino. Shorty, you were
Yeah.
born in America, ma. I know
Yeah.
all your.
If
Oh
she went
wow.
to Puerto Rico, if she actually went to Puerto Rico, any Latin American country, I was in the beautiful island for Mother's Day. She would see a lot of people that look like me, like
You
you,
know why
like
she doesn't
Aunt, like
speak
Denise.
Spanish? You know why she doesn't speak Spanish?
Why?
Because she has an American accent when she speaks,
Okay.
just like me and you.
Yeah,
Like
But
me and
that's
you, we
not a
that's
got
okay.
problem.
no, no, no,
That's
no, no, no,
okay.
no, 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 Denise, no. That is a major problem because she likes to
How?
criticize, saying, "Oh,
Mhm.
you don't speak proper Spanish, bitch. You don't either."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
know,
get
you
out
know
of
what? On the
get out of here.
island, on the island, when I did my best. Of course, my family was teasing me because it was my first time in Puerto Rico, so they were teasing me, and I was, talking to the. I went to the supermarket, I went to the gas station, stuff like that, and they understood me. I mean, they tried not to laugh, but they told me at least I tried. At least I tried.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was the
yeah,
main
yeah.
thing that they said, and that welcome to the island. This is where my ancestors are from.
Yo, when I went to Puerto Rico, right? I wanted some con, and they were like, "Oh, you want pegado?" I'm like, "No, no, I want
Pegado.
con."
That's what I was gonna say.
I was like, I want,
Eso por allá por la República.
I
In
was like,
Puerto Rico, it's pegado.
I'm like, I want con. They're like, yeah, pegado. I'm like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I want con. And then they were like, no, no, aquí lo decimos pegado. I'm like, oh, well, pégate over there and give me some con then. Shit, fuck that.
No, it's because that rice stays stick to the bottom.
Mhm.
That
You know what
con,
pegado is,
that's
right?
some
Here,
nonsense.
you know what pegado is, right?
Who, me?
Anthony, have you ever
Yeah,
had
and
The
pegado?
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
Jamaican
yeah,
the
yeah.
dish.
hard,
You
We
you
talk
know
call
the
it
about
hard
bun
rice,
bun.
the hard
yeah,
rice
you
at the
talk
bottom.
about
Bun
like
Yeah,
bun.
in República Dominicana they say con, right? And
yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
yeah.
just the rice on
It's
the
a
on the
hard
top.
rice at the
In
bottom
Jamaica they
of
call
the
it bun
pot.
bun.
There's
Bun bun.
nothing better than a nice pegado rubio de arroz
Yo,
blanco con
Yeah.
unas habichuelitas por
yo, you are
encima,
not
Yeah.
un
lying. You are not lying,
aguacatito.
son. Yo, there was a
I like
dude.
mine with
Yo,
fried
no
egg. I
lie,
like
there was
mine
a
with fried
dude
egg.
out there selling con with also selling coconut water. Yo, I was like,
Uh-huh.
yo, he's gonna make a killing, son. He's gonna make a killing. But anyway, listen, so let me just ask Hazel, and then
Hey,
I'm gonna bring.
I'm gonna get that when I'm gonna go in January. Actually, that's the
Oh,
plan.
word.
So
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You should definitely go.
Yeah. It's just
Yo,
after the hurricane season.
that's
That's a
true.
good idea.
So yo, all right. So I'm gonna ask Hazel, and then I'm gonna bring the people in the back in. So Hazel, real
Yeah.
quick, why do you think the mixed community is so accepting to Latino unity?
Um, I it could be for many reasons. I would say, in my humble opinion, they we share a phenotype. A lot of us do. I understand. A lot of us don't. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. A lot of us do. If you see me and Aunt, we look alike. As a matter of fact, I just got my hair cut. I'm gonna do a nice thing for you, because he said he doesn't know what I look like. This is what I look like.
I think I seen you.
Ooh, yeah, I
Yeah.
seen you already.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I think
No,
I seen you.
and he said he doesn't know what I look like. So um we look
Yeah,
like
we
we're
look
related.
related. Yeah,
Yeah,
we look related.
we look related. And if you see the ancestry, a lot of us have a Portuguese, Spanish, even Italian, right? I have Sardinian ancestry, and that's a little island just off of,
Yeah, I got it too. Like
south.
1% though.
Right, right. So I think also is that they a lot of them have an issue with acceptance from the white community and the black community. And
Yeah,
it could be that, we are friendly and accepting to others. At least
yeah,
most of us are. And they see us as, we've been friendly. They also live in our communities. If you remember Magic Mulata, even Ann has said they've lived in our communities and we were the friendliest and most accepting to them. We do have our occasional, you know, idiots,
of course. So every
you know.
community has them. Yeah,
Yeah. So,
Well, that's the thing. Like over here, real quick, like there's cities over here. Like half of the city is Puerto Rican. Like Puerto Ricans dominate the Latinos in Connecticut, like by far. And like, so I went to high school in a community that literally is like mostly Puerto Rican. So like,
yeah.
yeah, like we live
yeah,
in the same, yeah, we live in the same area. So
yeah. But
And
this is something.
we all call it Conérico.
If you listen to their stories, if you listen to their lives, like if you listen to them, like I think it was Golden Goddess and a multiracial movement, and so some others have said that people come up to them talking in Spanish that they look like they're Puerto Rican Dominican.
Yeah,
So they're automatically embraced until they say, "Well, I'm not really Hispanic. I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm not Dominican. I don't speak Spanish." And they're like, "Why? Oh my God, they don't expect that because a
yeah.
lot of us look like black, white, biracial
Yeah,
mix."
and the thing is something that I've noticed also that usually, when we're talking about unity and stuff, other people from the black community always say, well, I don't want to unite because of whatever reason historically, blah 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 blah, right?
Yeah.
Or they'll say, yeah, cool, but we gotta watch out for y'all because y'all like to claim white. You know what I'm saying? I
I don't
we
know.
never gotten
Mm,
that. Latinos never gotten that from the mixed community. From the
I
mixed
think
I,
community,
it's
everybody's been like, yeah, sure, we see the unification. How come that is? Anybody could go.
I think those are excuses, you know. I think those are excuses because, like I told you, it's like you're gonna be always racist to those types of black people because we also have to highlight the fact that, like I said, you have 20% of black people that wants to be united with others and are not like that. But there's a lot of them that you're gonna find that you're going to always be a racist Latino or a coonish mixed person if you dare to denounce what the black community does wrong. It's the same
Gotcha.
sentiment we see with Latinos when you denounce what we do wrong. Oh, you're an anti-Latino. You're a vende patria.
Yeah,
yeah, or that you're ugly and you're fat and you
Yeah,
yeah,
can't do
exactly,
this.
yeah.
exactly.
What was it? I wanna introduce Don and Jose. What's going on, guys? Don,
Hey,
uh,
everybody.
Yo,
yeah,
it's
tell me.
Negro Criminal de Rosedale. Not de Chocolatl.
Yeah, yeah. No, tell me what you think, Don.
Um, he's the
Well,
Dominican Papi Chulo.
it's like this. It's only like maybe a certain percentage of people that have told me that I looked mixed or whatsoever the case may be. But then again, the only people that I have a problem with within my people group are the ones from Washington Heights. Because all the five boroughs, they already know that I'm Dominican. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
And salute to Don Jose.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jose, the same question. What do you think about this?
Okay. Um, okay. First of all, thank you for allowing me on the platform. I cannot say long because I'm actually working right now, and I'm using my laptop with a hotspot coming in clear. But I think the reason why the mixed community is receptive towards Latinos is that they look more of a character than just basically what perceived. I mean, they don't seem to be dealing with some of the stereotypes. There's certain other people get to know us and learn from us, and we get to learn from them. So I think that's the reason why it seems like we get along so well with each other.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I think they're just more willing and more accepting, to get to know people, understand people. Not saying that any other race cannot. I've noticed that they do. I mean, even when I went into the Golden Sphere, they were very accepting, very willing to understand from our perspective, and they also understand that we're mixed too. We may be different culturally, but
You know, maybe. Sorry.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Now I was just gonna say maybe another thing that we ain't really mentioned is that when we're with y'all, we don't have to really talk. We don't really in like real life. We don't got to deal with race. We're just all pretty much. We look the same. Like when we walk into the mall or we go do something, nobody is gonna pick out like, oh, that person's Cuban, that person's Dominican, that person's black and white. Like no one knows or cares. Like they look at us similar. But when we're in other rooms, we get pointed out immediately. Like if you, I heard people in all white spaces will say they're the black friend, right? And then people that are being black spaces, they're the light skinned house slave. Not saying this happens all the time, but it does happen. And this in my life has never happened. I've never been in a space with Latinos and all of a sudden someone's like says something like you're black, or they respect your identity a lot more. They don't ever try to push that on you. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of that too.
Or police it, because I feel like the unity always comes with the requirement. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And with Latinos and mixed folks, that never comes in. It never comes in with a requirement, or it never comes in with something extra. You know what I mean? Where your unity card could be taken away out of nowhere.
Also, I wanted to piggyback from that a little bit. What's one thing that I also think it's a lot of the reasons why we unite, and it's a lot of common ground, is the fact that your identity as a person, your character, is not defined by your race. When we see other groups, we're talking about the black community. When we see the black community, unfortunately, a lot of them vary in character. Majority of them, they don't have the same character, but they like to use blackness as if that defines their character. I don't know where that comes from. That part I might be uneducated on, and I wish more black people will speak up about this. But that is the reason why I think a lot of them don't click with other people, because black always comes first before values, before your character, before your actual value and self-worth as a person. And I think that's a detriment to them, because if you think about it, we can feel proud about our own achievements as people, but they cannot, because you're always going to be tied to the lowest of the whole collective, and that is a disservice. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah, I see your point. I definitely see your point.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. And just to jump on that too, I hear a lot of like Black Americans. They go to like Africa, like Ghana, and they say things like same thing that you just said. Like here, we're not judged by our complexion. We can kind of relax. We can kind of breathe. And I feel like it's the same thing with mixed people that aren't Latino. They, we can go like if I'm in Puerto Rico or Dominican Republic. I've been to both twice. I don't have to like think about complexion, or nothing. Like people look like me, I look like them, they look like me. And it's like I don't have to think about that. We all look similar. It's one of the only places I've been where it's like, unless I'm in a certain community in the States where I could say I could just blend straight in. But if I'm in the black community, especially in Connecticut, yeah, people will definitely try to fight you. You can say, well, I know I'm part black, but you always in the back of your mind, you're like, yeah, people are gonna try to come at me because I'm lighter complexion, I'm mixed, they're gonna try to think I'm soft. But if you're living in the other side of town, majority Latino, you don't have to think about that. They're not gonna try to fight you because of your complexion. They could just be crazy as hell. But it's like we can kind of relax a little bit with people who look like us, even if we have a different culture, in the same way where a Black American can kind of chill with a Jamaican and say we have different cultures, but we're both racially similar. You know what I mean? And kind of exclude the mixed person and say, well, I know you're half Black, but you're not really Black, so I unite with this
Yeah.
Jamaican more than you. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah. I know this is gonna be very unexpected. Very unexpected. I'm sorry that something just came to my attention, but I have to like shut the stream down. I gotta take care of something. But thank you very much for everybody
Okay.
coming in.
Take
Thank you
care,
very much
okay?
Thank you.
All right,
Take
Okay.
man.
care,
Good
Peace.
Brad.
night
for
to
giving your
everybody.
opinion,
Bye bye.
and I'm gonna catch everybody later. Peace.